Welcome everybody to the March Animal Service Center conversation at the center. We're going to get right into it today. We only had one question presented to us for this time, and it says the number of cats in the facility has dropped dramatically, and I know they weren't all adopted or rescued. It'd be nice to know how many were released by county and city ACO or to cat caregivers. So first of all, let me clear up that we still are very full of cats. What has gone down tremendously is the number of cats that are being euthanized. So our cat room for adoption is still full, and our cat room stray hold facility, it is also still full of cats. We move them through as quickly as we can through via rescue, adoption, so on. So don't be misunderstanding that just because we're doing TNR means that our cat situation, our problems are over. They definitely are not. But the answer to the question is we, since August of 2021, we have moved out 833 cats through the trap, neuter, return program. That's both city and county. And keep in mind, we've always been doing county animal or county TNR cats. We never stopped doing that ever since I came on in 2017. We were doing it a little bit, and we pushed it into full gear once I came on and we talked with the county. The city was another one. We were doing city, and then they told us we couldn't do it because it wasn't in the ordinance. So we stopped, and we had to euthanize a lot of cats. And then in August of 2021, the ordinance was passed, so we started releasing them. So 833 cats, city and county, since the 2021. Now, there are 12 that we found where city has impounded them and then released them on themselves, or released them themselves, meaning that the animal was already ear tipped, had already gone through the system. So instead of bringing those cats back to the center for us just to turn around and release them, city did release them right then. So that's great. They're working with us that way. And so that was 12. So that's not part of the 833 that we told you. Michelle, is there anything else you'd like to add to that or clear up that I might have said wrong?
Just part of that 833, don't forget that those are some are multiple impounds.
Yeah, like the counties, that's a good point. So the county is still bringing in ear-tipped cats. That's their been told by their supervisor to bring them in. Even though we would not like them in, they're still told. So those cats are coming in. So some of them, that is a repeat. They're not all original or new cases for that. Thank you. That's the only question we have. I can give a quick update for the center, the new center being built. It's moving along nicely. I want to say they're about 44% completed, if I remember that correctly from the last meeting we had there. However, there has been a holdup on supplies or a delay, I should say, for a lot of the door hardware. What I mean by that is the metal door frames and the studs. Because it's the steel, I mean, this steel is incredibly expensive, and we'll just continue to see delay after delay in a lot of different projects in the city. So the completion date has been moved from September of 2022. Now they're saying it's probably going to be January 2023, and they're just padding it a little bit. This is that they're hoping it doesn't get that late, but just in case it does, that's what they're saying. So that is encouraging that it could go back down to September, so we'll have to wait and see. The dog pods, everything, I mean, everything's looking good out there. We are happy that progress is going forward. We, being Bernice and I, sat down and we talked about with the architects, and we chose colors to go on the inside. Furniture, all that stuff has already been decided. So we're just, yeah, we're making progress as quickly as we can. We're excited about that. We did make some changes and some arrangements. We recognize that, I'm sorry, I switched gears on you. We're talking about now the walkthroughs at the animal center. We realize and acknowledge that there's a lot of different changes happening in the public as far as opening things up. So we wanted to be part of that as well. But because of the construction, it's hard for us to open up the center like it was. So, but we have extended our hours where you can just come in and take a walk. So we have extended it to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it's 12 o'clock until 4 p.m. People can come in and they can look at the dogs in the S kennel. They can also look for any of those or any animal that they see on the website, and they can make appointments right then if there's time available. So it really does open things up quite a bit more, having individuals that, or having animals, make those appointments because they can see any of them. And that starts on March 11th is when that is going to begin. Now, if you didn't see the last board meeting, I encourage you to go to the board meeting and watch towards the end. I do a presentation about why we have to limit the walkthrough because of the construction of where it's at now. Took away our lot area, so we had to move everything over to the other side of the building, and that's why we can't have walkthroughs just walking in through the that side of the building, because they're all brand new dogs. If you're missing an animal, we've always said you could come in. If you can't see it online, you can come in and we can accommodate you with the walkthrough. But at no point, even before I came in 2017, were people allowed to walk through the entire center unsupervised or look at all the animals. And the only way we are able to achieve that is online, because our online animals are located throughout the entire ASCMV. So you make an appointment with any of those animals that are available, and we're able to set that, get acquainted or meeting up. So let's see, we talked about extending the hours. We talked about the new center. We answered our questions. So it's a pretty quick one. Michelle, do you have anything you would like to elaborate on or clarify or say better than I did?
Not at this time.
All right, Bernice, do you have anything you'd like to say?
No, I don't think so. I'm good.
All right, and the invaluable Dr. Hatton, do you have anything?
No, I don't have anything.
Dr. Hatton got a brand new toy this morning. We're really excited about. Thank you to the Carol Petrie Foundation and all the hard work that Dr. Hatton has done to get that here. Do you want to tell them what you got this morning?
We got a digital radiograph machine, table and everything. The install will be on Monday, Tuesday, and then we'll train the staff on Wednesday. So that way we will have, when we have these hit by cars that come in, I can know what's wrong. We can take a picture and know, and then rescues will know what they're getting into or what I can do for them before they go. So yes, a digital radiograph. Yay.
Yeah, we are so excited. I know she is, and I definitely am. I've never worked at an animal center that has a radiograph machine, so I'm really excited about those possibilities. It's always been a dream to have one here. I think with the number of animals that come through this facility, it's crazy that we didn't already have one. It took a few years, but we did it. So we thank Dr. Haddon for that. We thank the Carol Petrie Foundation that gave us the grant for one. And also, you guys, we had to run power, special power lines, dedicated power to this. So thank you to the electricians that worked on it. And we had to get quotes for it. Thanks to Pablo Reeves, our maintenance supervisor, who worked hard on getting those in the right place. Thank you to the company. Dr. Haddon, who's the company that we purchased it through?
It is, I want to say it's still Heska. It's through Heska.
Heska.
Yes.
Yeah. Because Heska's sending somebody down to help install and set everything up, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it really is a big team project there. So we're grateful for that. I believe that's it. Does anybody have any questions right off the bat? I see Tina, Grace, and
Yes,
Lisa.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Grace, good.
Can you explain what construction is going on under the green tent?
What construction is going on? What?
Under the green tent in the R kennels?
Okay, yeah, great. So that is a two-stage process that we're doing to make it a lot better of a place. So the reclaim popped up because we got a $75,000 grant. I don't know if you remember the house that was down there. So the $75,000 grant was to take the house out and then put a cement slab down. And we were able to stretch those funds a little bit more by minimizing kind of what we wanted to do down there instead of purchasing really expensive kennels and all that stuff. So looking back, hindsight, we should have done a lot better job of planning it out. But on my part, it is what it is. So this is what we're doing is we're extending the cement out so the dogs can have indoor and outdoor kennels. The cement's going to go all the way to the fence and also on the west side, and then also all the way to the large rock wall. That's the ASCMV. It's going to go to that point or out that direction, I should say. And then we are working on purchasing really nice kennels that have a frosted front glass and then a regular glass up on top so staff can see inside. It'll have the holders for the bowls. It's going to have just everything that we need to make it a much more sanitary, and we can, we can put them on one side as we clean, and then the other put them on that side, and we can clean the other side. It's just going to be a phenomenal increase there. So that's what's going on there. As soon as the cement's done, we are working on some other projects, like the kennels might have to wait until our next fiscal year, but we're looking at some funds and possibly grants to get that done too this year. Great question. Thank you.
And when do you expect it to be done?
Well, the cement work's supposed to be done fairly soon. I'd probably say by the end of the month, we can get that done. But there is not a completion date as far as the entire, like having the kennels and everything completed. There's no completion date for that. All right. Any other questions? Okay, I do want to point out that we are really close to being fully staffed. I think we have about 5 or 6 positions is all that needs to be filled. However, one of those positions is the veterinarian position. So if anybody knows a veterinarian looking for a job that can do surgeries, please let Dr. Haddon know, because Dr. Haddon's getting tired of doing surgeries all week long. Right, Dr. Haddon?
No, I'm not tired of doing surgeries. It's hard to do everything else too. I love doing surgery, but I can't do both. Unless someone knows how to clone, but I don't think the staff here wants me cloned, so that may be completely out of the question. I would like to address reclaim. It's been brought up a couple of times about the water bowls in reclaim. And I just wanted to let y'all know that I did purchase materials. We have them picked up. I am taking them over this weekend to the individual that's going to make these things. And these are hangers like we had in Q. They're very secure. They go up on the chain link and they secure the bowl there. So I just wanted to let folks know that we do have that addressed, and it's in the works, and I am pushing it now because they've kind of been dragging. So that's my husband too. He's helping. So I'm cracking the whip just to let you know it's happening. That's all.
Thanks, Doc. And I also addressed it with our kennel manager and told him that the water bowls, it's not just a one and done deal throughout the day. It needs to be done all the time. And when I mean all the time, I mean whenever you're there, you walk through and you fill up water. He said the only time somebody shouldn't be there is when they're cleaning another area or cleaning another space, because sometimes if somebody calls in sick, then a person has to cover 2 places. So it might go half the day without somebody there. I said, well, then you need to make arrangements, or you yourself need to go down there and fill up water, because there's no reason why they shouldn't be without water. So thank you for bringing that to our attention. All right, we appreciate everybody's involvement and participation. I hope you have a great weekend, and we will see you next month on Conversations with the Center in April. Everybody have a good weekend. We'll see you later.
Bye.